Welcome back. There is some exciting stuff happening right now, so I wanted to document this. I am fixing our first meal in our new house. 4 weeks after we moved in, but who's counting? I am making spaghetti. We're gonna see how this goes. I don't know where my spatula is. Yay for us. And to try to keep it somewhat healthy, I buy these noodles. They are called Carpe Diem. They are 55% less carbs than regular noodles. And I use ground sirloin for my spaghetti because sirloin always tastes better to me in spaghetti. It's also less fat. Dave's not going to be home until 7, so I'm not going to start my water yet. And I hope you can hear me over the vent. Get my sauce together. I put Rotel original diced tomatoes with the green chilies. I use the Prego chunky. It used to be called garden vegetable, but now it's just called chunky. I couldn't find the garden vegetable. Maybe they don't make it anymore. I don't know. But I use that. And then my secret ingredient in my spaghetti, I use Dave's dad's recipe. He uses Charleston mix, Bloody Mary mix, bold and spicy. You can get this at Publix here. I don't know if you can get it at other grocery stores, maybe where you are. But this is the secret ingredient. It's so good. All right, I have our plates all fixed. I have Parmesan cheese. Dave does not. It looks really good. It's been a long time since we've had spaghetti, and it's also been a long time since we've had a home-cooked meal. So it's our first meal in the new house.
No, not first meal.
Well, yeah, it's the first home-cooked meal in the new house.
First home-cooked meal, yes.
Yeah, I have not cooked up until tonight. Tonight is the first night. Home-cooked meal.
Mm-hmm.
We've had microwave stuff, and we've had chicken pot pies.
Reheats.
But, let me close this drawer. But this is the first meal in the house.
And I'm excited, and it's hot, and I'm hungry, so...
Let's eat. Good morning. It is April the 10th, I think. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself when I look at my phone. This is what we did last night. So the couches are not sitting on top of each other anymore. We still don't know how we're going to configure the couches, and I still have junk laying everywhere, but it does give me a little bit of relief of anxiety to know that most of these boxes are craft room boxes, to be quite honest with you. Some of them are man cave boxes, but slowly but surely it is getting all worked out. Now, we had a discussion last night about what I was going to work on next. We really need to get this bedroom, our bedroom, out of the way because, I mean, our headboard is here. You know, the thing that goes to the end of our bed is right there. The railings and stuff to our bed are over there. This stuff needs to get moved and worked out. I mean, we have been living in the house, but we haven't really been living in the house, if you know what I mean. I mean, everything is in shambles. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is start with this side of the room first. That way I know what I have done and what I have not done. I'm also going to try to fix this area a little bit better. I mean, the patch is okay, but I want to sand that down a little bit and try to make it look a little bit better. If I can't make it look a little bit better, maybe we can come up with some type of molding solution or something to separate this room from that room. Maybe like a beam or something. I don't know. What I'm doing right now is just moving, kind of, you know, trying to get rid of all this mound of stuff. It's mostly pillows and blankets that go on our bed that we haven't put on there yet because we've just been sleeping on the box spring and the floor. Welcome back. It's Friday. And I'm getting ready to finish the ceiling in the main bedroom area, and then I'm going to move into the bathroom area. I don't think it's going to come through on camera but I will show you what I did yesterday. So I started in the center. You can't, you may be able to see it on camera, the color difference. I did half of the room. I did all the way up into this corner, and you might be able to see it on camera. You can see a faint line. That little corner is not done, so I'm going to finish that, and then I'm going to move everything from that side of the room to this side of the room so that I can do the other side of the room.
And this is what I got going on in this disaster. So I built some framing here, and I'm about to swing it up, attach it to the wall so I have a hanging shelf. And I'm using threaded rod for the brackets and 1/2-inch plywood for the decking. And this is going to give me a little more than 3 foot by 12 foot. All in, it was probably like $100, and I think it's going to look better than a prefab hanging rack. So that's what I'm doing. It's going to be difficult to swing this to the wall. I'm going to use ratchet straps to hang from those hooks to assist me. Gotta go up 4 inches, 4 inches. Enough for me to do something like this. Oh yeah. And it'll look something like that when I'm done. Oh yeah. Beautiful.
All right, Dave showed you what he was doing in the garage. I am working in the master bedroom today. I've got all of the blinds off of the windows. The hideous vertical blinds are gone. I know some people like them, but I don't. We do have some repair work to do. Let me show you. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure it has a technical term, but the metal piece that goes on corners when you do sheetrock work started bending down. It was already bent down, but when we tried to take the blinds down, we did make it a little worse. I have screwed it up for now. I think what I'm going to do is just put some screws in there to screw it back in, and then I'm going to have a lot of sheetrock repair to do. That's just my life. So you can see that up there, how it started kind of cracking and coming down. Those are the 2 screws that I have put in there already, and I'm just going to add some more and then do a lot of joint compound building there. I'm hoping that this is not going to mean that we're going to have a hard time getting blinds in this window. If that's the case, it's really not that big of a deal, because what we could do is just put blinds on this window and then this window, because this is kind of like a huge bay window area. And then this window, we will just put curtains up. I'll have a double curtain rod where I'll have sheer curtains on the back, blackout curtains on the front, and then we can just close those blackout curtains at night, because that is the same thing that we're going to do here for the sliders in the bedroom. I really like that we have sliders in the master bedroom. I've never had that before. I think it's a nice feature. It'll bring in a lot of natural light in here, and it will look really good with curtains, I think. So same thing, I'm going to do a double curtain rod, and I'll have sheer curtains on the back rod, and then I'll have blackout curtains on the front rod, and we'll just close those at night. I have a lot of holes to fill, and it's probably going to be a multiple spackle process. Some of these holes are pretty large. For example, this is where they had the TV hung. That kind of gives you an idea of what the paint color was originally. And then they changed it to this. This is probably what the paint color was when the last owners bought the house. And then they chose some tropical colors for the house, which although is beautiful, it's just not our style, which is why we're painting all of the rooms. But yeah, these holes are pretty gnarly. So they're gonna, that's gonna be a multiple spackle process. This window sill right here on this window, it's not even like attached. The whole thing comes up. So I do have to secure that. And then I'm going to be caulking around all of the windows because they do have cracks. Dave says he's done with his storage in the garage, so we're coming out here to see it.
And then my saw rack is going to hold that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess it's going to hold Christmas stuff and probably picnic stuff.
It's going to be the roof for picnic stuff. Some of it, maybe, I don't know.
It looks good though.
I don't want to go any bigger.
Mm-hmm.
It would just be too big.
Yeah. Looks good.
This is like 2 of what we had in the other house.
Yeah. Good morning. It's very early on Monday. I am getting ready to go to Home Depot. I do have a lot of things that I want to try to get done today. I don't know how much I'm going to get done. I'm going to go ahead and end out this video because I'm sure it's pretty long, but I'm going to show you where I ended yesterday, show you how the garage turned out. Dave did a really good job, and we just got the mattress delivered for the guest bed, so I'm going to put that on the bed so that it can expand because it's one of those Nectar mattresses, which is what we have on the master bed, and we love it, so we got that for the guest bedroom too. All I got done yesterday was the prep, and I still have more prep to do because of the huge picture window, the grief that it gave us with getting the blinds off of it. And let me know what you guys think. What we have decided. First, let me show you the damage. So that is after 1 coat of joint compound. I am going to be sanding that today and putting another coat on there. But I think what we decided, because we're worried that if we get blinds for this middle window that we're going to have the same issue. Now I did take screws and screw that metal piece back up there, but I'm worried about installing another set of blinds there because that is a huge window. So the blinds are going to be heavy. So what we talked about doing was putting a blind on this window, blind on this window, and curtains here, because we are going to have curtains here as well. I think that that would look much better, but I do want to take it a step further. I'm thinking about getting some of that film that you can get. I don't know why I'm doing jazz hands, but film that you can get from the hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon, wherever. And you can get all different types of style. And I think it would be really pretty to get something like cottagecore looking, gothic looking or something. Because we are going to have 2 chairs here. That little table, we're going to have 2 chairs on either side. And I think it'll look good. I think it'll look good with blind curtains, because it will kind of tie in with the curtains that we're going to have here. The boys are coming, our grandkids are coming at the end of June, so we want to get this in livable order so that we don't have to focus on the house while they're here, so that we can focus on spending time with them. But here's how the garage turned out. I mean, I know it's a garage. We still have a lot of stuff sitting everywhere, but it is getting somewhat organized. So this over here is going to be my little space for resin crafting, and my heat press we decided to keep out here because it does get really hot. It also puts off fumes, so we're going to put that out here. This is going to be my resin tumbler turning station over here. We're going to be putting shelves up here for storage. He also gave me this shelf up here for all my resin stuff, so got that. And that is the storage that he added. We also plugged in the little fridge. This little fridge is so cute, and it was almost like it was made for this little area because it fits perfectly. We have a little freezer. How cute is that? And then we have our little beverage station. This is of course, going to be Dave's beer fridge. So that shelf is reserved for beer as well as the drawer. We also have these little compartments. It doesn't hold a lot, but we don't need it to hold a lot. The fridge that we have here at this house, it just doesn't have a lot of room in it for a bunch of canned drinks. So that's why we got this one. We found it on sale. It was only 300 bucks at Home Depot, I believe. So yeah, this is how the garage turned out. He worked all day long yesterday in the garage. I don't think he quit until about 8 o'clock last night. He even ate dinner out there. I fixed tacos last night, so he even ate his tacos outside. I got the mattress out of the box. If you have never bought a Nectar mattress before, it comes in a box. It comes like this, and you just take all that plastic off and it just kind of expands. But this is the spare bedroom. We think this is how it's going to go with the bed here. We're not 100% sure. We want to put the armoire there, but I think it's too big. It'll kind of block part of the window, so we might like catty corner it, because we were going to put it on this wall, but with the bed being here, I'm not sure if there will be enough walking space to get by. We'll just have to move it in here and see. A little bit. Like that. You think? Oh, maybe. Ooh. It's on there. Okay. Whew. I gotta rest now. Oh my god. But as for this video, I'm gonna let you guys go until the next one. I hope you enjoyed coming along for all of the things that we're doing in our new home. I will be glad when we get it all done and we can actually enjoy it. All those YouTubey things. I will see you in the next one. Bye.